Hey y'all, welcome back to Go With The Flow, Yoga with Anissa. Today we are going to integrate Sun Salutation A with a dynamic warm-up. In mixing both of these, we are really going to get our heart rate increased, and it's just a solid warm-up to do before any routine, or if you want to do it like first thing in the morning. This just warms up your whole body just to get through any routine. Even if that's just getting through the day. You won't need too many props today, just a folded up blanket or towel for your knees and your yoga blocks. So you can meet me on your mat. Beginning with our feet firmly planted on our mats here, we're gonna roll the shoulders back and then roll our shoulders forward a little bit. Just wiggle it all out, loosen up everything. Let go of all that tightness that you may have brought to the mat. Slightly bending the knees, circle sweeping our hands above head. We're gonna gaze up at our hands as we bring our palms to meet and bring our hands down to center prayer. I cannot talk today. On an inhale, circle sweeping our hands back up into upward salute, bringing our palms to touch once again and bringing our hands back down to prayer. Bowing the head, kissing the third eye with our fingertips. Bending the knees, circle sweeping our hands up above, stepping our feet out just a little bit as we fall forward. Exhaling as we meet ourselves in a forward fold. With your hands tented on the mat, you want to be light on your fingertips here. Framing the hands around our left foot, we are going to step the right foot back and meet ourselves in a low lunge on the left side. When you get here, just rock front and back a little bit just to get comfortable in this pose. Maybe bring your left leg up a little bit more. On your next exhale, let's plant the hands. Taking our foot back to meet in plank. Really clawing into the fingertips. Holding here for 1 and 2, lowering the knees, the chest, and then the chin. Taking a nice big deep breath here. Lowering onto the tops of our feet, using our hearts to lift us up here. We are going to gently bend our backs into cobra, inhaling. And as we exhale, you want to plant the hands, send the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Pedaling it out here, letting the head be heavy. On an inhale, bringing our right leg in just to crunch all the way up to the front of your mat. Dropping your right leg wherever it lands, using your hand to guide it up. Tenting your hands around your foot here. We meet ourselves in a low lunge. Inhaling 1 time and exhaling as we rock front and back. Now you want to take your left leg and slowly just step it all the way up to meet your right foot and to meet yourself in a forward fold. be heavy here. Really hinging from your hips so that you can get a nice deep fold. Now slowly rolling all the way up. Let your hands just glide up your body here, into your knees. Taking your hands all the way up to the sky into upward salute. Relaxing those shoulders down. Taking your gaze forward. Bringing your hands to meet. And bringing your arms down into prayer. Take a second here just to sway from left to right, closing the eyes or just softening your gaze. So now, grabbing that mat or towel or whatever it is, just something to pad your knees if need be. You want to place that down on your mat and then make your way into tabletop. Having the legs hip width apart. You can bump the hips from left to right if need be. Hips stacked over your knees here. Firmly planting through your fingertips. Tucking the chin slightly just to have a nice long spine. On an inhale, dropping your belly into cow. And rolling your back into cat. Inhaling into cow. And rolling your back into cat. Dropping the belly into cow. And rolling it into cat. On an inhale, let's drop our bellies into cow. Exhaling, rolling the back into cat. Dropping the head here. Inhaling into cow. Hold it. And then exhale into cat. Really try to flow with your breath here. Being sure to still claw through your fingertips for stability. And exhaling into cow. Our last cycle, dropping the belly into cat. Into cow. And then rounding the back into cat. Returning back to a nice neutral spine. You want to extend the right hand as you extend the left leg. And then slowly bring that into a nice crunch. Aiming to bring the elbow to the knee. It's okay if it doesn't meet. Really digging into the top of your right foot for stability. Keeping the hips nice and square. Careful not to dump all your weight onto that leg. 3, we have 2 more. And our last one. Bringing it in and just holding it for 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the hands and the knee down to the ground. Bumping the hips from left to right. Just really taking a second to catch your breath. Once you've made it back to a nice neutral spine, you want to take the left hand and extend the right leg while you're extending the left hand. On an inhale, bringing it all in for a crunch. And then exhaling, just stretching it all out. And 3, you are doing great. It's okay if you get a little wobbly. Our last one, hold it, and let it all go. Dropping the head and then dropping the leg to the mat. Take a deep breath. On your exhale, bring the big toes to kiss. Taking the knees as wide as the mat. Walking your hands out first, letting your heart sink down. And let your forehead kiss the mat as we arrive in child's pose. Take a moment here to just breathe. On your next inhale, let's bring our bodies up as we walk our hands in just about 1 step. You want to curl the toes under. As we lean our front body, chest first and then the chin. Arriving in knees, just chin. Taking a big deep breath here. Really breathing deep into the belly. On your next exhale, land on the tops of your feet. Inhaling to slowly bring yourself into cobra. And then bringing the forehead to kiss the mat. One more time, lifting up into cobra. Releasing the forehead, bringing your body back up. Knees as wide as the mat, big toes kissing here. Sinking your hips down into child's pose. Inhaling to bring your body up. Toes tucked, lowering the chest down and then the chin. And exhale, landing on the top tops of your feet, inhaling into cobra. Only arching your back as much as you can. You don't have to strain here. Exhaling, letting the forehead kiss the mat. One more time, lifting up into cobra. Exhale, bringing the forehead back down to the mat, lifting yourself up. You no longer need that mat. So falling through to meet yourself in easy seat, you want to make your way to the middle of your mat, long ways, so that you can have a little bit more space for the next moves that we're doing. If you like, you can take that blanket or that folded up towel to sit on as you just lift up the hips a little bit. Arriving in easy seat. Take a moment to roll those shoulders backwards. And then roll them frontward. Take a moment to bring your fingertips to the tops of your shoulders here. Do nice little circles with your elbows. Start one way and then rotate it. Letting the hands rest on the top of your knees for a second. Inhaling through the nose and then out of the mouth. One more time. Interlacing your fingers, you want to take your arms out long in front of you as you rotate your palms to face outward. On an inhale, let's bring our arms up and above our heads here. Bringing the arms to be parallel with the ears. Lifting up through the crown. Taking a few deep breaths here. For your next exhale, let's let the arms just slowly fall down to the earth. Walking your left hand out just a little bit. You want to bring yourself to lean on the forearm here, or as low as your arm goes. As you bring the right arm up above head and gaze forward in this seated side stretch. Still really breathing deep into the belly here. We're here for 4 deep breaths. 2 more. For your last exhale, bringing your right arm to touch the mat wherever it lands, and bringing your left arm above head. Only bend as much as available is to you. You don't have to force your body into this pose or force your arm all the way down to the mat. On your next exhale, bring in both of your hands to just land gently on the mat here. Arriving in easy seat, aka crisscross applesauce. letting the hands rest. We are going to take the right hand on top of the left hand here and slowly draw a diagonal line with our thumb and let our gaze follow our hand as we take it all the way down to the ground, letting our hand gently rest. On an inhale, bringing that arm back up in a diagonal line. Inhaling to bring that arm up, following the thumb all the way through. Exhaling, letting the hand fall down. On an inhale, bringing the arm up. Exhaling, get back down to meet the left hand 2 more times. Last round, really exaggerate with your gaze connected to your thumb here. Bringing your right hand to rest on the top of your right knee. We're going to bring our left hand on top of our right hand and repeat this on the left side. So taking our gaze to our thumb, drawing a diagonal line with the left hand. We are going to bring it all the way around and down. On an inhale, bringing our arm back up. Exhaling, bringing the hand back down to meet the right hand. Keeping your gaze on the thumb here, as that is going to guide you on which way to go. 2 more times. Bringing both of our hands out in front of us, we're just going to make a fist really tight and then roll our wrist just to work out any kinks. Now, throw all of that negativity out away from you. Bringing both of our hands out in front of us, we're just going to make a fist really tight and then roll our wrist just to work out any kinks. Now, throw all of that negativity out away from you. Meeting ourselves in easy seat, we're just going to take time for a quick 5-minute meditation to set the tone for the rest of your day or the end of your day. Whenever you decide to do this practice, take a big inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Bringing the palms to face upward on your knees. Letting the mind be still. Lifting up through your heart center here. Keeping a nice straight back. Maybe you tuck the chin into the neck a little bit just to ensure that you're not overarching in the back. Closing your eyes or softening your gaze. Take time to let go of the narrative that you're telling yourself. Freeing the mind of any doubt, any negative thoughts. Know that all things are possible. And you possess great power to do anything that you want. Let's inhale through our mouths and exhale out of our noses. One more time, inhale through the mouth. Bringing the lips to close here, breathing out of our nose. Bringing our hands to heart center. Let's whisper, be at peace, not in pieces. You can whisper it loudly or quietly, or just say it to yourself in your head. Inhaling to bring our thumbs to the third eye here. Inhaling one more time while we're here, dropping the shoulders. As we exhale, let's bat our eyes open. Smile a little bit. Give ourselves a nice hug. And this is where the practice ends today. Thank you for flowing with me. Until next time.